Hey guys, how's everybody doing today? Oh, great to see you all here today in this live. So, pondering some questions here. A lot of questions about present moment, about already having it. Why do we already have it, but we're unaware that we have it? So, that's a good one because I think that needs to be broadcasted so much more. The real problem or the real issue we face in our lives is that we are disconnected from our authentic selves. We are really disconnected from who we are, man. Like, to who I am right now talking to you and who you are right now watching this program, that's not who we really are. That's a representative of ourselves. It's our representative. It's like you send this person out here to represent some form of you. You and I interacting, that's only 10% of the real us. So all of us are representatives. And to make the matters worse, we give representatives title and names to play a role. So I think the main issue is we have amnesia. The amnesia we have is that we forgot that we're already connected and have the things that we want or desire. The amnesia comes from the conscious mind. The conscious mind can only see and perceive physical reality, physical stuff. But did you know that your conscious mind, 10%, can only see the real truth? 90% and up, actually to be specific, 97 to 98% of everything is not viable or can be seen or comprehended by the conscious amnesic mind. That's right. The only way we know this. So question is, man, Mark, how do we know that we are really one with what we want, or we already have what we want, or there's no need for us to try to bust our brain and try to figure out how to go about getting this, or that I've already got it, I just have to just make it show up into the conscious mind. That's my job, is just to take it from the hidden and let it be seen. I don't have to create any of this stuff, right? I just have to just boom, pull the veil so I can get it. How do we know this to be the truth or the fact? Well, we have quantum physics to thank us for that, because without quantum mechanics we would never know. You see, in the quantum world, in the world of the smallest things, the smaller something gets, it becomes microscopic. Then you move from the microscopic level and then you get into the mathematical formula level. And in the microscopic level, you get energy of transparency. In that realm, there's no such thing as solidity. It doesn't exist. No solidity exists anywhere, man. It's all illusion, it's amnesia. We're amnesic beings in our conscious mind. We forgot what, who, whatever we are. And the problem is, you see, when you're disconnected from yourself, of course things aren't going to go right for you. It's not going to work out all the time because you don't have the connection, you don't have the harmony. Remember, I tell all of you, I say to all of you, that the universe is a harmonious place. Harmony is what brings things into existence. Positive harmony, negative harmony, but it is still harmony or alignment. Yeah, you could be, you hear about alignment, right? Positive alignment, but you could also be in negative alignment. Alignment is just alignment on which spectrum you're alignment or you're aligning with. So when you understand it's about the connection and the flow, then that's when things are open up, or things will be open up for you to experience your wildest dreams, your truest passions. All these things are right here, right now for you to experience. But you have to build a harmony to do that. You have to get back to your true self. You have to get back to your authentic selves. You have to wake up from the amnesia or the hypnotic trance that you've been put under in the matrix, in the conscious mind. This trance prevents you and I from living, thinking, experiencing our true worth and our true beings and our true potential, which all of you have. And one of the biggest tricks, or one of the biggest amnesiac tricks, or one of the biggest serum the Matrix put to us, is the state of feeling not deserving or not worthy of whatever it is we want. They say you have to have a reason to feel good, or you have to have a reason to get what you want. If you want something, if you feel you're deserving or worthy of something, you must qualify for something to get it. You just can't go out there and say, oh, I'm just worthy, I'm deserving. That's what the Matrix told you. They say, all right, in order for you to get this, you have to qualify for that. You know, in the Matrix, everything is about qualify, right? Well, to get this home, you got to qualify for this mortgage rate. To get this credit score, you got to qualify for that. To get this grade, you got to qualify for that. To live in this area, you got to qualify. It's qualify. What is your credit report? Qualify. What is your credit score? Qualify. Qualify. It's all put in there, man. It's a part of the poison. It's a part of the trap. So when they try to make you qualify for something, it takes away something. If you're qualifying for something, it says you're not something. You have to get something to become something. So you live your whole lives trying to figure out why you should get this or why you should get that. But the truth is, you don't need to figure out why you should get this or why you should get that. You should get this or that just because you're here, just because you are, just because you're existing, just because you are your authentic self. That's what I mean when you're connected to your authentic self, your true self. You don't need reasons to say what you want to get. You just get it. You just have it. You just say it. Because you are the experiencer, the field. You're the awareness of all of this stuff, man. There's nothing to qualify here. Qualification is a trap. It's a trick. It's a way to make you feel below yourself. It happens every day. You know, the biggest qualifier they put in the Matrix to mess you up is the religious aspect of it, is the religion. Yes, the religion will make you feel less of a human being, less worthy than ever before. Religion preys on you to feel guilty, to be subservient, to feel sin, to feel bad, to feel unworthy. Every time, every day. You think that's a coincidence? That's no coincidence, man. It's a way to keep you chained so you can't become your superpower being, your true self, man. That's what it does. You have to keep you chained. If you're not chained, man, then you're gonna bust out and start taking over and making progress and doing great stuff. Can't have that happening. So the first thing for you to understand, to get into the quantum world, to make the quantum physics and harmony work for you, is to get out of the amnesiac mind that you have to have a reason to deserve what you want, or you have to have a reason to feel worthy. The religion does a great job of this by making you feel unworthy, because what religion does, it says, well, you have to qualify for something to do something. You have to be this type of person. You have to do all these deeds. Then maybe the God will take care of you. Maybe. That's what they tell you. Maybe the God will help you. That's what they tell you. And so you develop a complex, a structure of your personality that you have to seek approval for everything to get something. You have to seek approval from everywhere, because with no approval, you're not worthy. Qualification, approval. You got to be approved, pre-approved, approved. Did you get approved to do this? Did you get approved to that? Hey, did you get approval to go to the bathroom when you were in school? Did the teacher approve you to use the restroom? Did you get approval to walk down the hallway? Hey, did you get approval to take your lunch break an extra 10 minutes? Did your manager request the approval? Did your manager sign off on the approval? People, this is a deep game you're living in. You don't understand what they're doing to you, how you're getting played, man. You don't see the picture. Those things that they put out to you is designed to do one thing and one thing only: to keep you in a constant state of unworthiness and not deserving. You have to have approval to be successful. That's what religion does to you, man. You have to have approval to be a good God-fearing person. You have to have approval to get blessings. I am going to share a truth with you right now. All of it is a lie. L-I-E. It is a big scam being played on your mentality and your consciousness. And it's been happening for thousands of years. And it will continue to happen until you wake up and change yourself first and change your kids. If you have kids. Okay? Looking at the comments here. God is real. That is absolutely 100%. If you're commenting God is real, then congratulations, you are God. There you go. So you just proved your point that you are real. That's what God is. You. Good job. Now, the approval process and the qualification process. Let's talk about how it destroys the mental aspect of your being. Let's talk about that for a second. Let's talk about psychology that you may not have known, or you may not know. You see, everything is being played undercover. It's all below the consciousness. You knew I'd say that, right? Yep. It's being played. Listen, there's a game being played. The game is below your consciousness. It's a hidden game. You have to have the light to shine on it so you can see the hidden. If you don't have the light, you're going to constantly get played your entire life. That's right, self-worth concept. Everything will tie back to self-worth and self-deserving concepts. Everything is predicated on that. If you don't feel that you are already deserving and you're already worthy, you have lost the game. Let me tell you again, there is no reason, people, there is no need for qualification, there is no need for approval for you to be worthy or deserving of whatever it is you want. Point blank. There's none of that. Get all of that crap out of your head. Get all of the crap about I have to feel, I have to do this. Well, your ego, so you got to get all of that. You got to ignore it because it does not work like that. If you only can understand how true reality works, then you will open your mind and you will see this. And I give you a taste of it. And the simple fact is, if you are here right now and you are a conscious, aware being, you have already made yourself worthy and deserving. There is no reason otherwise. You can literally go to the universe and say, hey, I've decided to become worthy. Hey, I've decided to deserve this stuff. And the universe will never, ever, ever come back to you and ask you, well, did you get approved? What is your qualifications? It's impossible for that to happen. Okay, Mark, do you believe that there is a God that created us? That is a very tricky, complicated question to answer. So I will put that question in this realm. Okay, imagine this. You can't imagine this, but let me just answer that question about, is there a God that created us? Let's say if you and I could imagine this structure or this way. And by the way, this is what quantum physics has proven and showed us, okay? There has never been a beginning and there has never been an end. The multiverse have no beginning, it has no end. It's always here. So the question is, the answer is, you cannot create something that's already been here. Our brains can't get that. So if you and I are here right now, what does that say about the God? There isn't creation. There's nothing that can be created. And I'll say this again. Listen to this concept. Listen to this truth. Creation, structure, beginning, end are all man-made constructs. They are things we create and make up to make sense of our world. They do not have any physical, structural existence in mathematics and physics of how the universe works. They're just strictly confined to the earth we live in and to our structure and our government. They have no concept in the true essence of reality. So there is no such thing as a beginning and an end. It's impossible. Nothing has a beginning, nothing has an end. It's always here. It will take you hundreds of years for your brain to change to understand this, because we have already been programmed into structure of beginning and end. Your birth, first grade, second grade, start, end, night, day, evening, midday. It's all make up for us. Okay? Good for you. See, when people don't understand this, they go into an episode of what we call cognitive dissonance. Sometimes when you tell someone the truth, their brain really goes off. They start to call you crazy. They start to call you deceiver. You know why that happens? Because their brain has gotten to a point where it glitched, where the truth is so profound that they cannot decode or they cannot conceive, because what they've been told all their entire life is wrong. So their brain gets into a glitch. They get into cognitive dissonance. And that's why they say, oh, you're crazy. You're a deceiver. What are you talking about? Their brain is like this. Let me give you an example. Let's say you live in a cave, right? And you grew up in a cave your entire whole life. The only thing you know is the cave. Inside the cave. Right? Everybody's inside the cave. Your whole life is in this cave. You live, you breathe. Everything's a cave. Then one day, you see somebody looks totally different from you. Because if you're in the cave, you're going to evolve a different way. So this person comes into the cave, and he happens to stumble on the cave, and he says, hey man, what's going on in here? Wow, it's dark in here. Let's put some light on. He turns the lights on. And he says, hey, come here, let me show you something. And he brings you outside of the cave. And when you go outside of the cave, you see a whole new, you see this world, you see the sky, you see the clouds, you see trees. How would how would your mind react to that? The same way someone would react to it by saying, oh my God, you're crazy, you're a deceiver. Because their mind has glitched to the point where it has no answer or no objective structure to talk. You're like this, you're baffled. This is what happened when the truth is exposed to people that's been programmed for 20, 35 years. This is the answer you're going to get. They're going to say, oh, this is my last day of listening to you. Oh, you're so crazy, you're a deceiver. The whole problem is, they're the ones that deceive. They're the ones that are crazy. Because they're crazy for letting a program inhabit them when their own authentic self have been talking to them for years. You're not the crazy ones, my friend. Cognitive dissonance. Look it up. You'll definitely learn something. Got it? Good for you guys. The problem, people are so totally disconnected from who they are. Who they are is staring them right in their face, and they refuse to tap into it. You know, let me tell you something deep. I had a family member, man. Really gifted family member. And he used to get dreams, what we call prophetic. You call them prophetic dreams. You call them dreams of premonition dreams. And this guy and this person would see so many stuff in the dreams and the visions. And these dreams would give him ideas and things to do, to earn, to create. And because he was so programmed by the matrix and the religious stuff, you know what this guy did? This guy came to me and says, you know what? I gotta stop getting these dreams and visions, man, because it's the work of the devil. Because these dreams and visions, I asked him a question. I said, so what do these dreams and visions do? Are they giving you positive stuff? He's like, yeah, they're giving me positive stuff. They're giving me a way to make a lot of money. So what's wrong? Why don't you want to do it? No, you know, money's bad. Money's the root of all evil. You see what I'm showing you? That's your gift. That's coming from you. A lot of people have that and they shun from it. Like, oh man, I don't want to see these dreams. Oh my God. You know, I welcome dreams. I love the dreams because I get the dreams of these numbers and I play these numbers and I win a lot. So hey, bring them on. I get dreams and stuff because I know that I'm connected. I know what I am. I know how the program works. I know the structure of it. This is what you have to understand, my friends. Music and the influence on the unconscious mind. One of the most powerful weapons that the Matrix utilizes is the music. Music is a very powerful encoder of changing your subconscious language. And the reason is, the universe is a harmonious universe. The universe is like a music strings. Music and sound creates the universe, or the multiverse, so to speak. And what I mean by that, if you get deep down beyond the quantum level and we go into beyond the atom and those particles, then we get into the realm of string theory. String theory basically says that every particle have a nucleus or a component that gives rise to making an atom, an electron, a rock, a tree. And it is these strings that they vibrate like music notes, like a piano, a string on a guitar. And the way these strings oscillate and they vibrate, they will form one atom, they will form one electron, one muon, one gluon, one photon, one U, one star, one rock, one certain type of tree, just by the way they oscillate. And by the way, these strings oscillate in very different frequencies. So music is, listen, harmony, alignment, musical things, structure. So yeah, music is a powerful thing that it can use against you or for you. Certain music you can listen to can definitely have an effect on your unconscious mind by the frequency waves they're at. The frequency waves can create a new way of thinking in your unconscious mind. So you have positive frequency, negative frequency. But the real secret, the real truth is you have to be in harmony with yourself, guys. You have to know that you are already deserving and worthy of it without any reason, because I just showed you there is no reason. Reason is made up by men, and reason and your own ego adopts the mentality of men and then uses it against you. Your own ego will tell you, well, you have to be worthy, Mark. You can't do this without deserving. This is where you really got to ignore that, because that is just a structure of something your mind picked up, a bad habit. I haven't seen Dark Matter on Apple TV. So, and that goes into show you, we talk about dark matter, you know, dark matter, dark energy. That's the real stuff the universe is comprised of. The physical stuff you see in the universe, about 15% of the universe, 20%. That means everything else you see around you, I'll say this again, if you go out with a telescope and you look at the stars, and you look at the planets, and everything you can see with your eyes out there, that we call matter, people, that's 15% of the universe you're seeing. Where are the other 85-90%? That's actually less. Where is it? You can't see it. Your eyes aren't designed to hit that frequency to see it. So if you go out there, you big and bad, and you like, oh, this is it. It's not it. Whatever you see is not it. You're seeing 15%. The rest of it is dark matter and dark energy. It's something beyond the physical that's moving this stuff. So now you know why I told you have amnesia, because if you think about it, imagine if 90-something% is hidden from us. Imagine what your mind is made of. How about your mind? And imagine If 90% is hidden from you, imagine what else they're trying to hide from you in the matrix. They can't hide the 90%. They know it's hidden, so they can't hide it from you. They know they show you. They say, hey, 90% hidden. But bring it down to the earth, to where you live. So if 90% of the universe is hidden from you, imagine what else they're hiding from you, and about what your capabilities are, and about the power you have, and about your mind and your energy. Imagine what they're hiding from you down here. This is why you got to think deep. This is why you got to be aware. You got to be open. You got to understand how the game is played, man. The main part of the game is to get your confidence down so much that you have to rely on something or someone to give you permission to get your confidence back up. If you have your confidence at a high level, and if you're in your authentic self, you are totally unstoppable. Because no matter what comes in your way or what comes about you, you already know you're going to be all right. Because you know you are the code, you are the thing, you are it, you are the multiverse, you are everything. You already know that this is 10% of you and the other part of you is good. So what you do, you enter a state of flow. It is what it is for you. You just start to flow and you start to do your thing. And then people will see that about you, and then people will actually start to leave you alone. And one of my people, the negative people, the ones that they're going to realize, I can't break him. I can't break her. I can't mess with him. He knows too much. He knows himself. Let's move on. Let's find some other dummies. Let's find some other people that don't have confidence. Let's work on let's tell them they don't deserve it. Let's move on. So they'll start leaving you alone. And that's where it becomes lonely. So when you're spiritually awakened and you're a high being like this, you're going to find loneliness. It's not that you're lonely, you're just alone. And when you get into this state, this is why you're not going to have a lot of friends and people. Because the minute they see you, they're gonna see the representation, like, damn, I can't even crack him or her. There's no way I can manipulate her or him, so let me leave him alone. It's a good thing, because you're avoiding a lot of miscues, a lot of people that would try to take advantage, a lot of people would, see you as a target to prey on you, to try to manipulate you and all this stuff. So this is what happens when you become awakened and enlightened. You are at another level. You're gonna eliminate those negative people, and you're just gonna start to accept more positive things that will come into your being. So you should be happy that you're in this state. It's temporary anyways. That's the best way to be, right? So you see how everything ties back to that? Do you think you can heal yourself? Of course you can heal yourself. The placebo effect. It's all about the belief structure you have. Again, guys, I have to remind you again, all right? Remember this. Mind is the matter. Mind is physical reality. There is no physical reality, only mind. Okay? Let that sink in. I'll repeat it again for you. Mind is physical reality. Physical reality is mind. The world is mental, it's never physical. Despite what you see as physical, it is a feedback from the mental. It is a cause and effect. The mental causes an illusion of the physical. Keyword, illusion. We live in an illusion every day. Our bodies, our brains give us illusions every single day. The sense of touch is an illusion. The sense of taste is an illusion. The sense of smell is an illusion. There is no smell as red velvet. There's no smell as coconut. There's no smell as watermelon. There's no smell of a beautiful flower. Your best perfume. It doesn't exist. It cannot exist. It's an illusion that's created by the sensory inputs of your brain. Colors, illusion. Your brain is a great magician. What I'm saying and I'm telling you is proven in physics, neuroscience. Feel free to go look it up for yourself. See that you can never actually taste anything, smell anything, touch anything, because there's no taste as chocolate, there's no such taste as candy. It tastes to you. It's one simple trick of photons, electrochemical, your brain concocting it and telling you it is. But it's all an illusion. Everything, your brain is a great magician. That means if your brain can do that, what else can your brain magically do for you? Your brain can magically make you more financially abundant. Your brain can magically make you more self-confident. Your brain can magically make you more healthy. Also, your brain can magically make you less financial. Your brain can magically make you more unhealthy. Your brain can magically make you depressed all the time. Because it's all an illusion. It's the mind. The mind is the awareness and what you think and you focus on. What you think and you focus on grows and expands. The brain takes that information, the subconscious picks it up, the subconscious replicates it and pushes it out as physical reality. That's the name of the game. That's how it works. So if you can just remember, mental is physical, mind is matter, then you're halfway there to changing your life. Because now you're going to be more cautious. You're going to become more aware of what you're thinking about. You're going to become more deliberate in what you think about. And that is the secret that will shift your life. When you become more conscious of what you think about, then you will start to think about more of what you want instead of what you don't want. And that's where your world will slowly start to shift and change in your favor. That's correct. Mind over matter. I love that. Mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. Yes, 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 yes. The first way to become enlightened, the first step to become enlightened is to realize the fact that you live in a mental universe. The mind creates matter. Once you understand that concept, you're on your way to being enlightened. You start to free yourself. You start to walk out of the cave now and you start to go into the world. You start to see what reality really is. If you don't understand and if you don't see or believe that the mind creates matter, then you cannot be enlightened. An enlightened individual understand that their world is an illusion of consciousness and trickery of the brain. They understand that the world is not physical, it's just a perceived illusion of physicality. And they understand that at any given moment they can change their environment like this, because everything is in a constant flux of movement. And they understand that their thoughts change the direction of what they like to experience. That's the first step to become enlightened. Any individual that is on an enlightened path, they will have that awareness and they will have that aha moment. And that's when the life will start to shift, because now they'll start to focus more on that. And everybody's watching this right now. Congratulations, you're on that step and you're on that movement, because if this wouldn't find you if you're not on that frequency to get it. Right? So that's what I want to leave you with today. See you again.